Hello YouTubers. So we're watching this lovely video on this X1 Carbon that's being filmed. It's probably the worst looking possible YouTube video that's probably out there right now. This lovely light and my key light, which is absolutely hideous. I think I got a flashlight up there too that's doing absolutely nothing. We got this great window in the background, some baskets, a BMX bike, some junk on the desk. It would really help to have like maybe backdrop, but won't go into that right now. We first start on the beginning. I think every YouTube channel needs to start with is a camera. So this here, I don't know, is that backwards? It looks like it says it backwards. We'll see when that comes back into the video there. Otherwise you're just seeing things backwards. I don't think I've ever turned on this video camera before. I think I've always had the shutter too, you know, the fear that you're being watched from hackers, even though I played with Kali Linux and all those hacking things, and I don't really see how someone could hack you. I guess it could, but why they would want to hack me specifically would probably be pretty boring, especially since if they could just watch this video, it's probably going to be boring as it's the first YouTube video, except this camera that I bought. Okay, so what I did is I bought the Canon RP, kind of a smaller version of the Canon R. I really wanted the Canon, but I just didn't want it now. It needs more features. Specifically, it was the 120p in at least 1080. I think it was the 120p was in 720. I don't know if that's a firmware thing that can change that. Camera expert probably be able to go into that more. I'm learning a lot more about cameras. Specifically, I think I've researched the living crap out of cameras recently. So what we got here is like a little miniature version of the R. It's a little cute guy here. When the thing first came out, it had lots of complaints. One was that 24 frames it couldn't do 1080. There's a firmware upgrade that can do that now. And the other one was that it doesn't have autofocus in 4K. I'm not sure if that's changed. It doesn't really matter to me right now. Specifically, why I bought the R was for the lenses. I really wanted to collect RF lenses, and so while the camera's not depreciating while I'm collecting lenses, I could do it on this. And then when I got enough lenses, I'd buy the R, hopefully the one that has 120p at either 4K or 1080. I know there's a new one. There's a rumor that it's going to go up to 8K video. I'm not like someone like me is really going to be great with 8K. So that's not a big selling point for me, but I would like to do the slow-mo if I was filming and stuff like that. You know, I could film BMXers and skateboarders and just water. I don't know, random stuff like that. We'll see what happens since I will make more videos, specifically since I bought this Canon. So in the box here, I think I took it all out. You get this, go on to the Canon and download their app and learn how to use a camera. I've used a camera before. Maybe it doesn't look like it because of this computer, but I've had like a Canon before, and before that I got a Nikon D80, which I really hated, except for the expensive lens I bought, which eventually, with the other lenses, I kind of realized it wasn't really the greatest camera. Knock Nikon. Nikon makes great stuff. I think Nikon, Fujifilm, Canon, and you know, all these people make great cameras. I would be pleased with any of their higher models. This is kind of like an entry level. I don't even know if it is an entry level professional. It's not a beginner's camera. Maybe it's a higher end amateur camera. That's what I'm thinking. It was a good deal. It was like in Canada, I think it was $12.99. Everything I bought here today just cost a little over $2,000, which I thought was great for kind of a starting kind of a YouTube thing. I started with a few things. I'll go over them right now. Comes with this manual that's probably thicker than I want to read, but I can just, you know, read this online or find tips. So this might even just stay in the package. I don't really know what I'll do with it other than that. So let's toss that in the box. Comes with a battery charger. So that would help to charge our batteries. And of course, a little battery. There we go. Maybe I'll charge that up pretty soon. Probably not now because I have to get out of frame with the camera, and that would be awkward. I guess I could pause it and then edit it back in or whatever. But this isn't going to be the greatest video. This is just the very first video of making YouTube videos. Now I don't even have the camera yet, or it plugged in, battery charged, and whatnot. I think it's reversed. There we go. I can plug in later. Comes with this camera strap. I bought a different camera strap just because I just wanted something a little bit more easier to take on and off. So this will go in the box. And it comes with this adapter, which was a good deal. So you can adapt anything that's an EF lens rather than these RF lenses that this camera's made for. A lot of them are really big too. So if you want a smaller lens, there was a little 50 mil I looked at, and it was like $176, and it worked out. It was pretty nice, but I didn't get that lens. I will buy that one later, definitely. But for now, I just wanted to play with one lens. I wanted to get a prime lens, and the reason for that, which is to use the camera first before I have to fool around with zooms and stuff like that. I'll just see what the camera can do at one lens. So look at this adapter. It's like it's got a lot of wrapping, like some awkward Christmas stuff. This video it's showing, it looks like this, like the noise central. Like it has so much noise. I didn't realize how bad the Carbon X1 camera is. I mean, this lighting too. This lighting is absolutely terrible. It's nighttime. Like this weird, terrible light. You can see the camera improves it. I really don't even think it will look good under the best circumstances. Lighting definitely has to be something that would change. So here is this little adapter. Let's take off the lens cap. Now this one, I asked if it came with a little ND filter, but that's a different one. Which I kind of find weird because you'd have to get an adapter to just use the ND filter, which would kind of make a camera bigger. And just to get filter in there, I almost prefer putting the filter on the end, but we'll have to see that in the future. I might change my mind on that one. This one has only a little bit of space, but it does if you're going to add another lens to your camera. You're going to make it bigger than, obviously, if you just use a native lens. So that comes with a little case. You can kind of tuck that away. It's kind of cool. I like that. Let's put all this stuff away. I think I got it all. I think that's what comes with the Canon RP. The box came separately too. It didn't come in the box. You get two boxes, one with the camera in it, battery, and the little booklet. This limited time warranty. I think it's a year, and you get the strap. But what I wanted to do was get a different strap. So I got this. I think it's Peak Design. Yeah, Peak Design slide, and it had these. We'll open this thing up. It's the best way to see it. They have different ones. They got like a knapsack and a wrist one. When I asked the guy about the Peak Design, I thought he'd just kind of know I just want a camera strap. But apparently, that is not so obvious anymore. It could mean that you want a knapsack. There's this thing on the knapsack. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff in here. If you want to peel open, you can get instructions for maybe how to set it up. I think we'll be able to figure this one out on our own. I'll put it on in case anyone can't. We're just going to ignore these instructions. I pretty much think this will be, well, rubber layer with built-in color-based wear warning. No, so I think, yeah, this will be easier than I thought. So here's where I kind of make this into a foolish thing. No, actually, that was easier than I thought. Oh, I gotta put these little nubs on here. You can see there's a little kind of nubby thing, and with this camera, you can't see it, but there. Yeah, there. You got to put that in there. And I think there's a way to put it on. That would be today. No, I'm joking. So then we got it in kind of a loop like that through the little holder. Put this little circle. If you kind of put it through the loop there, you know what I mean? You get this little thing there. Let's get the other one. There we go. Already made a loop out of this one. Something went wrong. There we go. That's the ticket. Okay, let's put this other one in through the loop. Alright, so I got these little kind of dongly things on. Now they just slide, you know, into this hole here. I don't know, I wish we had better light. There we go. Boom, click. And there, I'm gonna present you two hands to do it. I don't really have this camera in the best spot, in like a desk or something, a table to stand at. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Camera and a strap. It feels pretty solid. Better than the other one would probably feel. The one that came with Canon is a bit thinner and probably not as, you know, this one's got a little support on the neck there. Look like I'm gonna go lumberjacking or something. With this little tiny miniature light camera. Maybe it weighs a little bit more with the battery in it, but I mean, that's not really much weight that's gonna add. What is in here? Something else is in here. Let's find out. This little bag they gave us. An Allen key. And another one of these little kind of thingies. A sticker. In case you want to put that on something. I don't know what. So yeah, they got the Allen key. This thing comes with a little screw top. In case you want to screw this, I think on the bottom of the camera here. Hang it weird. I don't really want to do that. I have plans maybe to put this on a rig later. For now, again, I kind of got this camera. Let me see if I got light back on that. Is to basically just collect lens with. But then I have a little tiny camera at the end. There'll be a mini version of the camera I actually want, which is the Canon R. So sometime next year I'll buy the Canon R. I don't know, it looks like it's getting darker in here. It's kind of weird. Now I got some brightness. Better. The next thing we're going to look at here, and why I bought it, I wanted to get an RF lens. They were kind of cool. And this is the cheapest RF lens there is, 35mm. But I didn't just get it because it's cheap. I actually looked at 35mm, 24, and 50. It was a good 50, but really cheap. If I wanted to be cheaper, I'd give that 50, put it on the adapter. But I find a lot of people are either talking about 24, 50, 85, or, you know, for people that really love this camera, the RF lens 15 by 35, which is like $3,000. Definitely would love that lens, but I gave myself a kind of a budget, and that wasn't on it at the moment. But this lens, I thought, you know, 35 would be kind of cool. No one's using 35 because it seems like the standard. Not that nobody's using it, obviously. A lot of people are using 35, but it's not the one that everyone is. I'm seeing tons of YouTube videos or something like that. I use a 35, or, you know, I see a lot of street photographers. It'll be popular lens there. But a lot of people are really bragging about the 35. So fewer people are saying that they're using 35, and that's kind of why I thought it would be kind of interesting to have the 35. Mostly for photographs. I want to just kind of take photographs for a bit with this camera and get used to it before I start kind of video stuff. I'll probably do some basic video stuff when I get some lights and a tripod to add. This is kind of like an unboxing. So let's open Let's see what we got here. We got the usual paperwork. This thing here, Canon Canada only, apparently. It's only available in Canada. Well, Canon limited time. Limited dealer record of Canon purchase Canada. I'm Canadian, so if anyone's wondering why there's all this Canadian stuff on here, that would be it. Then there's a bunch of the usual stuff that always feels like you're gonna make an IKEA furniture. This is the stuff that nobody knows where to keep anywhere. Those goes in a drawer with a bunch of other stuff that's like this. Until one day I go, I don't even have this item anymore. I have to throw this away. So, anyways, more exciting than the paperwork is this bubble wrap. It unrolls until the bag in the middle of the bubble wrap and this lens. So this is the 35 RF. I don't know which one that looks even for. 35 RF Canon lens, which is cool too. They got this little like control dial. You can program. You can hear it clicky. I know it's like not a sign lens kind of thing. This would be very negative. No click. It's what they want. But it's really a cool thing with these new lenses that they have. This control ring, they can do different things. They can do like an aperture. We'll go into more detail about this as I learn more about this camera. I didn't just randomly buy it without knowing anything about it, but you know, I haven't played with it enough that I would really consider this a review video. This is more of an unboxing video, and maybe possibly if someone wanted to see what the very, very beginning of a YouTube video could be like, because we'll see how crappy this video is, and it should improve, and then once you get lights, it should improve from there. And if it looks all right, then pretty much you kind of see how we could turn absolute crappy visuals, except for myself, I won't get any better, but the picture will get better. So the visual of me, I will still look like me, except for maybe a bit of lighting. Like if I stand under this light and sit, maybe I can get like this kind of better stylish lighting, what's called the Rembrandt lighting with the off the corner. If I sat at the light, the angle, it didn't do that, it just came straight up, and then I got raccoon eyes and everything negative about it, you know. I could stand directly under it, and I didn't really get the paramount look. You can't really stand under your lighting. Even though I do see weird pictures where someone's like sat beside a Burger King billboard, or when they've managed to really get the lighting on there. I don't think my room with the X1 Carbon Canon is pulling off that. My eyeball is looking very sticky. I don't know what happened lately. I got coronavirus of the eye, but I doubt it. It's more that I accidentally stuck my pinky in it one morning and got a big scratch. Okay, but that's probably not that thrilling. So let's put this lens on this camera, and we'll see how it goes here. You need some music. You know, add music to this. It'd probably have to be like Super Mario or something terrible to go with how terrible this video is. Okay, so putting this lens on, there's usually some sort of marker. A red and a red. See, I know that autofocus. Absolutely. Can't be red and red. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Okay, you line up the red of the lens with the red on the top here. That seems to be what's happened. We got some cool things on the side here. We got stabilizer on and off, so you can have your lens stabilized, which will give it so if you're kind of shaky with the camera, as I'm sure I will be, we'll take some of that out. an autofocus and manual focus. If you want to be daring and manual focus, I don't know why we would do that right now. Especially if we're doing video, manual focus would be kind of terrible. I don't have a cine lens on here and a focus puller with me. Like some guy might could have a second AC back operating the X1 Carbon. Okay, so there we go. We have the lens. We could basically try to turn this thing on. There, it looks kind of like it's on when it's I get the reflection, but that's actually just me. That is some X1 Carbon special effects, by the way. I don't think this battery has any power in it. Let's just check it out. And I want the strap on. I don't know why I put the strap on beyond that it's an unboxing. You can tell this video is not very scripted, by the way. I didn't know really what I was going to do. I just turned on the record button. Kind of went for it. Ooh. So, I turned it on, I put the battery on, unless I put the battery in wrong, and then I'll have some problem getting it out or something. Ooh, that's gotta be, nope. It is, this battery needs to be charged. Maybe that was something that should have happened before the unboxing, but then we're going to be an unboxing. So what we'll do is we'll have another part of this video, or later, another video where the camera's on, we'll go into it more. Maybe with the camera. It'd be kind of nice to have a good camera, film, opening up another good camera, but that wouldn't really be the start of YouTube here. I mean, given that we could have a YouTube video buying the X1 Carbon, but I've had that for a long time. So the other thing I bought is this ND filter. I wanted an adjustable ND filter, but they really didn't have any for this size in the store. I'm sure they do online or something like that. This one has three stops, which kind of means it can take it back 3 stops. So it's kind of a depth of field thing. Your f stops. You can just imagine all these f's coming into your camera, and this one kind of take you back, so you can kind of, I guess, open up the lens more. All right, there we go. Wasn't the easiest to open? Well, these things just roll out of the bag. Caps. I gotta figure out where to keep these caps. I didn't really buy a camera bag or a tripod, but that will come later. So I've got this cool little ND filter. I don't know if we can see it here. It's a HOYA. 3 stops with pronged filter without. It kind of goes into it. It's made in Japan. I feel like they're made in the Philippines. Maybe they're like swapped off. But let's put this on our lens here. This really doesn't look like it even fits. Like this part of the unboxing is the fail part. It kind of looks like it kind of tucks in there if I wanted to go backwards and then hold it straight up and take ceiling shots. That would definitely be a winner. But unless I'm high a crack here, which I'm not, yeah, it should go around the outer ring there. So that's even something we tried in the store. So that part, the HOYA filter thing, is a failure. I also had the camera guy kind of pick that up for me, so I don't really know the correct way to pick these out. So not really my embarrassment. So this will go back to the store in crying failure. I'm sure they have like a little their own camera that can get me the right filter, or if they don't have it, I'll just return it. Like I say, beyond that, yeah, this thing's not on. I think that will be the unboxing video, and maybe we'll come back for another one. Okay, so YouTube, I won't say subscribe, because obviously at this point this is terrible. I wouldn't really want to watch another one of these, but I promise they should get better.